Alright, today we're going to be doing parallel and perpendicular lines. So, parallel lines, if I have an equation that I'm going to write here, y equals to 2x plus 5, right? So, we'll be able to identify the slope, which is 2, and then 5 as the y-intercept, right? So, then, for parallel lines, the slope is going to be the same. Slope is same, but the y-intercept is different. Okay, so how do we find a parallel line? Well, as you know, parallel line has the same slope, but it can't have the same y-intercept. Why? Because if it has the same slope and same y-intercept, the lines will be overlapping each other. So that is not parallel. So all we need to do is to make a parallel line is just only change the y-intercept. But let's say on a question they had given you find a parallel line from this equation that goes through the points. Let's say I'm thinking 5, 3. Okay, So here I'm going to draw a quick graph. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have coordinate plane that I drew here. And they want us to find the parallel line from this equation, and it goes to the point 5, 3. So, what are the things we need? We're going to try to create the slope-intercept form. We know slope-intercept form is y equal to mx plus b. So we know the slope. The slope is going to be the same, right, for parallel. So that means that will be y equal to 2x, but we still need to figure out the b. Now, we can't just put in any random b, right? We can't put any random y-intercept. It has to specifically go through this point. So we're going to plug this point into point slope form. So let's do it. We're going to have y minus y1, which is 3, equal to 2 times x minus 5. And then we're going to convert it to slope-intercept form. So y minus 3 equal to 2x minus 10. Add 3 on both the sides. Will be y equal to 2x. 10 minus 10 plus 3 will be minus 7. So this will be the correct parallel line. Now, I'm going to try to graph it, okay? I'm going to graph it. And let me extend this coordinate plane a little bit longer. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So first one, I'm going to graph both of them. First, I'm going to graph the original one first. 2x plus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to go down to, go 1. 2 there, go down to 1 there. That is the first line. Okay. Now what about the second one? Second one is, I have minus 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make that right there. 1, 2, 3. Actually, wait, that's gonna be wrong. I'm gonna put that right there. 7. I'm gonna use a different color. 7. Then go up to 1 to the right. Go up to 1 to the right. Now they're both parallel. If I draw a line, I'm going to draw another line. They're both parallel, as you can see. Same slope, they're not overlapping each other, right? And we have the points. I'm going to do that so you can see them. There. That is the parallels, finding the parallel line. Okay, so we're going to plug it into point slope form, as we did here. And you know how to convert it into slope-intercept form. You distribute the 2 here, and then you add the 3. Okay, So same procedure here. Alright. Now let's talk about perpendicular lines. So I'm going to clear this. Perpendicular lines. I'm actually going to change the color. It's too bright. Let's do blue. Perpendicular lines. Now, perpendicular line. What is perpendicular line? As you know, they form a what? They form a 90-degree angle. They form a 90-degree angle. A perpendicular line. Okay? So, now, for the perpendicular slope, instead of it being the same like parallel, it is going to be the opposite reciprocal. Opposite reciprocal. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, for example, let's say I've given this equation. Let's do the same one. Y equal to 2x plus 5. And they want us to find a perpendicular line. They want us to graph or find the perpendicular line, right? So the slope is going to be the opposite of the reciprocal, meaning since this is positive 2, it's going to be negative 1/2. I'm doing the reciprocal of 2 and then doing the opposite of it, which is negative. So my new slope will be equal to negative 1/2. Okay? So now, and then after that, what if they are giving us a point again? And let's say I'm going to do the same point, 5, 3. Okay? Then again, we're going to do the same thing like we did for parallel and plug it into the point slope form. So y minus 3 equal to negative 1/2, which is our slope, opposite reciprocal, minus 1/2 times x minus 5. Okay? And then we're going to solve it. Y minus 3 equal to negative 1/2 x. Well, negative 1/2 times 5 is just going to be 5/2. So positive 5/2. Be careful there with the signs. And then I'm going to add 3. Add 3 on both the sides. And then we need to figure out what 5/2 plus 3 is. And that is going to be in fraction form 11/2. So I'm going to be y equal to negative 1/2 x plus 11/2. There's our equation. Okay? So then I'm actually going to graph it. Okay? So I'm going to graph it. So let me clear this. And the equation is y equal to negative 1/2 x plus 11/2. So I'm going to draw again my coordinate plane, and then draw the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, now, I'm going to first graph the original equation. The original equation was y equal to 2x plus 5, right? So then, 2x plus 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be the y-intercept, and then I'm going to go down to 1 there, down 2, 1 there, there. That is it. That is for the original equation. Now, for the new one, the perpendicular one, it will be our y-intercept is 11/2. 11/2 is nothing but 5.5. So it's going to be like roughly right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go negative 1/2. So I'm going to go down 1. So that would be 4.5. And then go 2 to the right. So that would be 1. So it'll be right there. And then I'm going to draw the line. So this that is the original line. Here is the second line. Let me do that in a different color. I can't draw straight. Okay, yeah. That is the line. As you can see here, it forms that 90-degree angle, a perpendicular line. So that is our lesson on parallel and perpendicular lines. I'll see you in the next lesson.